Hello. I'm a professional streamer. One of these days I'll learn, but it's not today because now we're good. Now we're in it. Either way, hi. uh, and I'm sorry for actually. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. I'm sorry for no streams last week. Life got busy. It was hot out. Whatever. Ultimately, oh well, we're here. And we're just here to vibe for a little bit. I wanted to just kinda stream, just do something, hang around, vibe. And yeah, we're playing more Minecraft. What a shocker. I definitely need to. I feel like I say this every time, but like I need to get back into the swing of things. But yeah, it's gonna be either like this or Warframe for like really chill, kinda just hanging around streams. And I'm not perfectly sure how long I'll be going for today. Because I still need to get dinner, quote unquote. Because I just had lunch. Um, oh well. We'll figure it out when we get there. But, regardless, you guys may have noticed that there's a few things that are different. So, I've been playing this a bit more, go figure. And I don't think that we've had this before, but we have a little Pokemon breeding center now. So now Pokemon are just able to kind of wander around, and of course I have a Ditto for, purposes. Many purposes. Um, and it's winter. Go figure, there's snow everywhere. The lake is frozen over, more or less, but, don't worry about it. Let me actually take a quick look at some of this, because I want to make sure that I'm somewhat doing my job as far as being a good farmer. And, oh, hello. I just about ran out of inventory space there. And now we're good. I think. But, yeah. I also have a shed now. A shed being the place I'm gonna store all of my little production tools. Like, you guys may remember how earlier, way back over here, actually, hold on. Okay. Over here, I had a bunch of preserves jars, and I have some, like, winemaking stuff. That's all gone now, because I moved it. Also, less important, but also very fun. Uh, I have an iron hook now, which goes a lot further, a lot faster. And, oh man, it's so nice for me to just be like, yep. But this, my current magnum opus of so many preserves. And this thing right here, that thing is expensive. Not only do I have to... Meow! Hi, Sonny! Welcome in! Hold on. There we go. All's right with the world. But Sonny, welcome in! I saw the news, and I'm looking forward to you getting your new computer. I'm I'm putting myself on full blast for all of 10 seconds. I'm sorry. I meant to help out with that. Um, I'm gonna try to, but I was just like, oh god, like time slept away from me. Time got away from me like nothing else last week, and this, I don't think that this game helped. I don't think this was the cause, but I don't think it helped either. But again, welcome in. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're having a nice day so far. Such a roller coaster is surprised it got funded so fast. Well, hey, good. All I have to say to that is good. Although I could say a little bit more. Like, for example, Sonny, you are such a hardworking being. You deserve to have a bone thrown your way once in a while, you know? I'm very happy that you got that. Let me see. Oh man, I I have so many prisoners. I'm gonna cry. As long as they are tears of joy and nothing else. You deserve good things. Let no one tell you otherwise, lest they taste my wrath. I don't know where that came from. Wow, positive, affectionate, loving. Good. Said with like the same tone as that one Legend of Zelda CDI game where there's that boss that goes, "You killed me," and then Zelda just turns and goes, "Good." uh Sorry, Link. I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little richer. Those are like the only, like two of the only. No, okay, I know a couple more quotes, but I'm not going to pull them out unless. I've spent so much time on this. A lot of streaming TV, and I've seen that Monopoly Go with the Simpsons ad way too much. Huh. Wow. Sonny, the one thing that I would change about that idea, not just Montgomery Burns and the Monopoly Man getting it on like it's Donkey Kong. No, no, no. Smithers in the cuck chair. That is the cherry on top. You're doing very good, sir. Put a little bit more of your hips into it. There you go. Yes, good. I told you not to wear your monocle while we're doing. Okay. Oh boy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let us stop it there. This joke is getting a little bit corny. Turnip for what? Okay, you know what? I should stop. I should really stop. You see, that's why I should stop. I should stop because now it's a threat. Let me see. Is there anything that I can... Anything interesting I should... No, I'll just sell the kimchi. Oh, it's whatever. It's whatever, man. Like what, dude? Hey, thank you for the 7th-stream watch streak, Sonny. Hello? Thank you again. Pardon me. I also just love how, for some reason... Oh, it's the still brows. Okay, I was just like, I love seeing that Kai emote just stare at me, unblinking, unmoving, unfeeling. But, oh man, I feel like I've made some good progress on here. Naturally, there's always so much more progress to go, but good progress. I should really... I have a good amount of spark stones still, but... Yeah, I need more. Not to mention, you know what? I'm gonna spend a minute just... Well, yep. And then I'm gonna just take the ores that I've gathered from my recent expeditions. Okay. So, I've made a good amount of progress on getting that there shed. I have another Pokemon egg, hello. Another Yamask that I will eventually hatch. Let's see. You know, I don't think I need to worry about the order of what auras I break. I'm just gonna kind of go for it. I've been working up my trainer level a good bit. I'm currently trainer level, like, Iridium, and I'm working on getting to Ancient tier because, even more things to gather. Well, less gather than buy, you know? But I'm just kind of using my Pokemon breedery in order to gather more of the Pokemon that I need to quote-unquote catch in order to fill this out. But then after that, it's onto the Prismatic tier, and that one's gonna be... that one's gonna be a lot. Because I need to catch 25 of every type of Pokemon. Every Pokemon typing, not every type of Pokemon. That almost sounds like I'm implying species. No. But then, I need to get a Pokemon to level 100. That's not the hardest thing. I can do that. But then I need to capture a legendary. Xerneas or Yveltal, however you pronounce it. And, yeah, it's gonna take a little bit more doing. But, one thing at a time, I'll get there. Also, alright. You can catch these legendary nuts. Hi to you too, Estinian. How are you? I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Catch these, pants grab, I bet. Just making the world's, like, most unnerving nerd pull. Let's round it out with these. There we go. And immediately I find one of the, like, one of the special break them as fast as you can ones. I don't know. Doing good. Mexican restaurant didn't have my torta in stock, so got a free upgrade to a super burrito. Hey, that does sound pretty good. Actually, oh my god, how many lucky blocks am I gonna find? That does remind me of how, speaking of like restaurant adventures, I don't really go out to eat too often. Normally just like once a week, if that, you know. Um, but I have a friend who's kind of leaving town and he's moving way out west from where I am comparatively. So we're just like, hey, we should meet up. And we went and got ramen. And you know what? It was pretty nice. I should not have stacked that tower quite as high as I did, but you know what? It works out. I'm just doing a lot of running around. But when do you have Dos Equis? I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna say I probably don't have that. Oops. I found over. Okay, but let me see here. Okay, that inventory filled pretty fast. It's the most interesting man in the world's beer. Well, first off, I don't know who the most interesting man in the world is. And second off, I'm not much of a drinker at all. I personally am like, you know what? I'll skip on alcohol, thanks. I have a hard time being as is, so I don't need alcohol to make that harder. Yeah, I don't remember that ad. But I don't remember most things. So that complicates matters a little bit. I will tab over. I will click on that. And I'm going to get an ad because for some reason I got signed out of that web browser. But what I will do is I'll go over to this web browser. I'll make sure the tab is muted and also, wait a minute. Oh god, it's that guy. It's that guy. Also, it's a Cerveza commercial. Okay, okay. Also, ooh, a video that I have to put on my watch later. um, but like, the one thing that I know about the Cerveza ad campaigns is that I forget what country it was, but they would go into they would go into some movies and like for example like Star Wars and New Hope, they would like go, Luke, this used to be your father's, and then like Obi-Wan will reach into a container and then he'll pull out a beer and you just hear Cerveza Cristal. And it's like, oh my god. And also, yes, that guy from the ad, and just like, I don't always X, but when I do, I always Y. The only reason that beer is popular. You know, I can see it. Sometimes they really do just have nothing else going on. Just not a singular other thing. Meanwhile, I'm sipping soda. And then the weed part of my brain kicks up, and then I go, soda. And I'm like, oh, shut up. Oh. Are you rejecting the cringe from which you were born? Oh, shut up, me. Ba, 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 ba. Man, I'm like thinking what else I want to work towards that's not just like money go up and Pokemon levels go up. But I'm not sure off the top of my head. Because I have a very small Brian. Don't you mean brain? No. Meanwhile, I'm saying that just to be a quirky little dope. And we're proud of you for it. Aw, thank you. I don't deserve it. Ba, 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 ba. One day I'll make your friendship level go up a Dreadnought. You know what? Hold on. I did get an upgrade that, like, oh, naming arranged animals makes their friendship go up faster. And I'm like, I may as well try it. I know I can name them for free in the Pokemon GUI, but the literal first name that came to mind was Gary, so we're calling you Gary. Maybe not, though. It's a little hard to tell. Wait a minute. Da, 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 da. Okay. I doubt this is going to help much, but you know what? Every little bit counts, I think. Let me see. So I should probably just take all this stuff that I've got back to the shed. Oh, and I should pick up those spare berries lying around. Drop the row in. Oh, and that one. I still have a good amount of stuff, but it is starting to look a little low. Maybe I really should just start actually... You know, yeah, I should start using the stuff that has rarity to it, because... Frankly, otherwise I'm just going to run out of space. Vulcan? Hello! It's good to see you, dude. Welcome in. Like, you can see, like, my neck snap to attention. Welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good one so far, dude. Surprise, surprise. It is a very pleasant surprise indeed. Let me actually... I want to... Weirdly enough, get the quality washer, because I feel like otherwise I'm gonna run out of space. Got a horrible bug? Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that, dude, but I hope you feel better soon. But I'm glad to hear you're just chilling though. Random message. No. God. God. You can't just say that about insects. I mean, you technically can. What's the bug gonna do? Sue you for defamation? I think not. F it. Actually. If I throw that in there... Huh. Whatever. Yes, I just chucked a name tag into my item sorting system, and I can't just type in. Oh, I can just type in name tag. Okay, I can type in name and tag. Okay, you know what? It's proving me wrong every single way. I love a bug as much as the next guy, just not when they're infecting me with pain of the throat and ears. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's never fun. Not a once. Well, that's all fast. Hmm. Now, yeah, okay. I want to see if I can make myself one of those quality washers. First, we're gonna make a cauldron. Good. And then I need to make high quality fertilizer. Or I can... Okay, we're going down rabbit holes on rabbit holes, huh? Okay. Well, first off, we're gonna make a barrel. And then after that, we're gonna make a component of... we're gonna make the wooden silos, which will then help me get plant nutrients. But first, I need to make weak fertilizer. Weak fertilizer. Pine tar and honeycombs. I don't really have a lot of honeycombs. I swear to God. Speaking of barrel rolls, how did you like the Star Fox remake? I haven't played it, and I'm not going to, because I don't use my Switch 2 for anything. Not a singular thing. Except for charging my other batteries. I wish I could say I was kidding. Like, I'm just like, I'm not getting Nintendo's actually no, actually okay, you know what, no, I can get honeycomb. It would take a little bit of doing, but that'll be fine actually. Okay, so I should be able to use what I have around if I had any, except I don't have. Okay, I do have some. Okay, and with any luck, I'm not going to need a ton of it in order to actually make it, so this will hopefully be good. I think I should have 4. I'm probably going to need 4. Okay, now, wooden silos. What's that going to look like exactly? I also so love that I just get so tired of running down that stair and then coming back around that I'm just like, I'm just gonna use the hook. I'm just gonna leap off the top floor with the hook. Okay, that's what that looks like. And then... Okay, how does this work? Dries grains placed inside. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. It might just work a little faster than I thought. Okay. Okay, yeah, that did work pretty speedy. Alright. You know what? I was worried. I did not need to be. I overshot that. The one thing about the iron hook is that, like, I can have multiple hooks and I can kind of hover in place, sort of. But, like, oof. I feel a little bit like Spider-Man in that I just keep the momentum going, you know? And I am not used to that yet. I am just plain not. Okay, let me see here. Oop, okay, I don't know why I clicked that, but beautiful. Okay, perfect. Now that I have that, I'm gonna toss that in there. And now we have a quality washer. Perfect. For just removing that so that I don't have to worry about storage space. And we'll tuck that in the corner right there. Hello, phone notifications. What do you have to tell me? Something from LinkedIn? I don't care. Just toss them in and... Is there more to it, or do I just need to wait a second? Well, let's find out. Removes quality from the crops inserted into it, pushing it into the inventory below. And when there is not an inventory below, that becomes... A problem isn't exactly the right word, but... Also, Vulcan, take care and enjoy your lurk, dude. Again, I hope you feel better soon. Thank you for popping in. Even, like, however long that it may be. Redeemed hydrate. Okay. God, the fact that I look over to my can of soda, literal first thing. You know what? Hold on. What I'm gonna do? A sip of soda, multiple sips of water. Okay. And now, there we go. Beautiful. Okay. Now, 1 and a 2. Okay. There we go. That's how that works. Gotcha. Toss all these in there because, frankly, at this point, why not? And, you know, I don't really have anything against having a wooden silo. I just don't want it to be eating up space in here. It's a silo. It can afford to be out front. Although I'm not even sure what else I'm going to use this for. Like, okay, it worked for taking weak fertilizer, turning it into plant nutrients, and then going from there. But what else can I use you for? Barley into bone meal, dried barley, okay. Mycelium from Podzol, okay, yeah, that's not in any way helpful to me. Plant nutrients from weak fertilizer, we saw that. Dried corn, okay. Tobacco, because I got some of that I don't really care for, but alright. Okay, yeah, so the silos are pretty limited in what I would actually want to use it for. But you know what? We'll just store it, like, here. Why not, right? Why not? I truly do not care. So, what I might do... Right. So one thing that I have to kind of worry about, quote unquote, with this is... So, I have a number of merchants available to me through the phone. And that is very, very handy. Now, not every merchant has their entire listings available. For example, the witch sells enchanted books, but you may notice there is no enchanting table for sale. That's just silly. It's progression. It's how the game works. I can understand it. Unless you mean picking up material goods from a phone, in which case, no, that is kind of silly. But I'm here for it because it's convenient. Now, the thing that I have to kind of work around right now is that the witch does not have an enchanting table. No, the store is not having everything. Yeah, it's progression though. I can understand it. But in order for her to carry an enchanting table, which, speaking of, that is the only way to get an enchanting table in this mod pack. I cannot craft one. I need to buy one. But it requires adventuring mastery. And in order to get adventuring mastery, if I understand the wiki correctly, is I need to not just hit the end of a skill tree, which I have hit the end of my adventuring skill tree. I need to hit the end of the fishing skill tree, the mining skill tree, the husbandry skill tree, the farming skill tree. So I've got my work cut out for me. Well, but what I can do is I might be able to kind of use this as an opportunity to expand my business a little bit. So what I need to do right now is I need to work on fishing and I need to work on husbandry. Fishing, I have some stuff, that's fine. Husbandry, I have been avoiding like the plague. So what I might do is I might build a farm somewhere nearby that'll have, I want to say, primarily chickens. Maybe cows, but I'm not sure. Let me see. Let me see. Right, I can make cheese. I totally forgot about that. Okay, so maybe cows and chickens. Ba, 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 ba. I did see in there that... Okay, so it would take 2 days to make a cheese wheel. Okay. At the end of the day, this is what my shed is for. My shed is literally precision made to be like, okay, here's where all of the machines are going to go, and then they're all going to process over time, and I don't have to look at it, and it can take care of it automatically. As long as I get more artisan hoppers, but I'm not worrying about that part right now. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna act on that. We're going to get chickens, and we're gonna get cows, and we're gonna set up a barn in which to house them. So, we're gonna spring for a deluxe barn, because frankly, as much as I could use the basic standard one, like, look at that. You got, like, outside areas, you got a few probably in there. I trust that'll be fine. For that, I need 20 iridium coins. That's going to be the hardest part, and then the rest I just need to, like, smelt stone, maybe. I'm very not concerned about that part. Okay. I already have 20 coins. So that'll be fine. You know what? We're locking that in right now. So, now I just need the 40 logs. Which, again, very easy. And then, now I just need to get stone bricks. And in order to get stone bricks, I'm going to need to smelt a lot of stone. And that'll take a little bit. But that's not going to be hard. The shed will become the Wisconsin cheese factory. Something like that. I think. I say, not really knowing how in-depth the Wisconsin cheese factory is, although I can kind of imagine, given the fact it's called a cheese factory. So, I need 256, which is going to be... Let me see. 128, 256, right? Right. And then, whoops, that's not what I want. I want to take the cobblestone and then turn it back into sturdy stone because the helping saves space, because God knows I already have way too much cobblestone as it is. Like, out of sick and morbid curiosity, the 190 sturdy stone there comes out to 1,700 cobblestone, and that's ignoring the almost other 1,000 cobblestone that I have in here. So yeah, I think I'm good on stone. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and use all 6 of my furnaces at once. So that way we can kind of go the fastest we can. And right about there. Close enough. So then we just toss all of that in. And then a little bit later, we will have our deluxe barn. Just that easy. When you're far enough along, anyway. So, the day rolled over, so I should probably make sure to check on everything and get anything that is ready to be pulled up. Okay, my farm looks pretty good in that respect. And you know, there is some part of me that's like, oh man, my pickling stuff, but I'm also like, you know, it was nice. I think that preserves are gonna help me a little bit more. Also, wait, I didn't get the row, did I? Okay, let's gather up all of that. And then... Man, I really want Dreadnaught's friendship to go up faster. You know what? Okay. As much as I want to keep getting row from him, what I really want to do right now is I want to keep him out and I want to give him a soothe bell, and that soothe bell will help him get more friendship faster. Sorry, her. Will help her. Will help Gary the her. Hold on. We're gonna call you Grace instead of Gary. I'm sorry for misgendering you. And we also have a new Elgium to hatch soon. Also, actually, you know what? Hold on. Actually, No, I was gonna say let's put Combi in my ranching station, but for now that's not necessary. So we're gonna swap you around, we're gonna put you back in the box. And then we're gonna take you back into the party. And then Grace, you're just gonna kinda tag around while we wait for your friendship to go up. Yeah, 57%, okay. That's a good start, it could be better. So we're gonna put that back in the PC and... Actually, wait a minute. I have more things that I can afford to throw into the preserves machine. And you know, there is some part of me that's worried, quote unquote, for when we run out of stuff to produce. However, at the end of the day, if I really, really need to kind of quote unquote buy time, I can just throw my Cobblemon berries in there and that'll work just fine. Just to make sure that it stays busy, you know? And look at that. Look at all this money just waiting to be redeemed. This is the power and the beauty of automation. I don't even have to think about it. It is amazing. Those go in there, that goes in there, that goes in there, and then good. Basically. Basically? Basically. Take another mayonnaise, take another egg to make mayonnaise out of, and good. Oh, and more apricorns because I am a nut for making as many Pokeballs as possible because, I mean, when it's basically free, it's not a bad idea to have. I mean, I'm not gonna say no. So we're at 7 Iridium coins. We're gonna see what happens when all of this gets cashed in. Because that's gonna be a good chunk of money, I can tell you that right now. I should also go and check up on... Actually, that's right. My trees, my trees as well as my glowberries down in the basement. In my little farming cave. I feel like farming cave sounds like a euphemism. Which is unfortunate because it's not. Maple syrup, we'll hold on to that because that I tend to turn into wine. Yeah, I've got plenty of glowberries to harvest. I'm sorry for the bitrate, but oh well, the video's gonna get chunky for a second. Also, we call Grace back so I don't get nudged around while I'm harvesting. I am so glad that I thought of this little idea for harvesting glowberries on my own. Like, that was just a piece of very helpful intuition that just, oh, if it's out of range, then I can perfectly get it down to just the last one, and then we'll be good. Because glowberries are gonna grow back. They're not gonna grow back if you don't have that one piece on top. Yeah, you passed the int check. It wasn't a nat 20, but it was like, I don't know, 15. And you know what? I'll take it. Ooh, I've still got berries. 67 grand worth of goods sold. Beautiful. You love to see it. Huh. And that is the power of making bank. We'll chuck that in there. Odd that I only got 3 grapes. Normally I get 4 per harvest, but you know what? It's not important enough. I don't care enough. We'll chuck that in there. And then all of these can go in. That'll give me like another 12k, give or take. We went from 7 iridium coins to 24. Preserves are where it's at, in my opinion. If you ask me and me alone, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's how you do it. Also, it occurs to me that I did not use the maple syrup that I have. So I'm gonna leave that in the wine room, and we're gonna come back to that later. Hi, Grace. I don't use the maple syrup for anything else, so whatever. Let's see. Oh wait, oh, they're done already. Awesome, okay. I don't know why, I thought that would take longer, but I think that was just my frame of reference being smelting blocks of raw ore, which is a process. And by God, is it a process. Like, for example, you know what? Let's... Yeah, let's say just... Yeah, let's F it. Let's just kind of smelt anything and everything, because at this point, I don't use the raw stuff all that much. So it's like, it doesn't really matter. So, yeah, the raw stuff just takes a hot second. Like if I were to stall for time while that little arrow goes across the screen, filling in one tiny little piece at a time, yeah, I feel like we'd be here for a hot minute. Like, this also makes me so glad that I actually have blocks of charcoal, because you need to have a lot of fuel in order for this stuff to actually not immediately burn you out of house and home. Because, oh my god, it takes so long. We're only just getting around halfway there, and this has been like, what, a 30-second rant? Yeah. So how was your guys' day? Yeah, 13,000 more sold. Excellent. Now, actually, what we're gonna do, we're gonna shove all of that in the system, but we are then immediately going to pull it back out as stone bricks, and we are good. Perfect. Now, where am I actually gonna put this thing? Oh, okay, I didn't necessarily mean it like that, but that's fine. I could put it behind the garden, but, maybe? Like, I could put it over here on this shore. Let me get a better look at how it's gonna be. Okay, yeah, no, that's big. That is big. I don't know what I was expecting, but yep, Golly gee willikers, Batman. Okay, Fooey, also, actually. Okay, so every... Okay, there's like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Little sections in which to house animals. That's good, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna need this one little section over here. As much as I kind of liked the idea, I don't think it's gonna cut it. This thing is too big. Yeah, this is the one time that I'm like, oh man, that one hook that gives you quote unquote creative flight to a degree, man, that would be helpful here, but um I just really think I shouldn't. So let's try over here. Who needs flight anyway? Yeah, it's not important enough. Also, give me meat. I desire meat. Okay. I would want to move it back a bit further because that is right on top of the Sunraid statue. But I could, in theory, have it here. God, and the snow makes it like when I try to pull it around and get the rough layout, the snow makes it go up a level because, of course, it does. Why not? Ugh, pardon me. Okay, we're gonna push that back a little bit further. We're going to try rotating it. Okay. Is this the front or the back? Be honest with me, game. Try another quick rotate. Yeah, this is the front. Okay, so if I wanted to do that, I would need to. And there's this little slime habitat here that I also don't want to mess with. You know what? Okay. What I might do, actually, is there's this one feature of this mod pack that I haven't really messed around with at all for transportation. Now, you can make signs, and I want to know. Okay. If I can do this cheaply enough, then I might just say F it and have a teleporter to, like, the stuff that I want to just kind of mess around with, you know? Like, let's see here. I would need a charting map. And the only thing that I'm lacking is an empty map, and an empty map isn't very expensive for me at all. Ink sacks. I have one ink sack. Okay. How can I get more ink sacks? Entity drops. And that appears to be it. Like, I can't buy them at all? No? Okay. But you can milk a squid. You could definitely milk a squid for ink sacks. I also might just be being a bit too lazy, so you know what? If I do that, I do that. If I don't, I don't. But we are going to nudge this all the way over here. Uh-huh. You're good. You're good. You're good. Rotate the other way. Okay. I'm also going to want to, for once, make sure that there's a floor before I put this in, but... Okay. A little further. Okay. We're going to make sure that we have a little bit of space between these two buildings, just because. That's probably plenty. Okay. Now. Pre-rolls. Oh, nope. Uh-oh. There we go. Let me see if I can kinda... Bird dwelling. Oh, birds. I forgot about birds. Just, they're just little birds. Don't worry about it. Now, if I nudge it back a little bit further... Okay, I think that will about do. And I'll... Don't worry about it. Ads time, yep. Like, I wanna kind of nail down where I wanna put down this first, and I think that's gonna be good. I think and hope that this will be good. Stop everything in a second. Man. Okay, so like I don't think I can. I'm gonna go break in a second. I swear. I swear. Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do? I think this will work. It'll be a little bit awkward, but I think we can make it work. I just will probably need to pull out some dirt. Oh, I nudged it. I did not want to nudge it. Why is there nothing in the crafting grid? Hello? There we go. It's gonna want to take out a couple of stacks of dirt, and then we're gonna go on break. When we come back, we're gonna work on clearing out a space for that new farm, but until then, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna stretch, I'm gonna hydrate. If you guys need to do any of the same, if you need to get a snack, if you need to, I don't know, lie down, rest, do whatever it is you gotta do to take care of you, and we'll be back in 3 short minutes. Everyone go piss. Exactly. If you need to go and just let the Golden River flow, more power to you. Please do. Don't tell us about it, but take care of yourself is the point. Fill your bottle while you're pissing too. You're gonna want to go to the kitchen to do that. You're not gonna want to fill your bottle in the bathroom, but take care. Enjoy the break. Get around the ads wherever you see fit, and see you back in 3 short minutes. There's sync in there too, yes, but enjoy the break. Bye. Swear to God. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I don't want to waste any time. I want to hop straight into it. I want to put down this barn now. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yes, this is the opacity slider. I wanted to be very careful because I do not want to accidentally slide the thing around. It's where I want it, and I want it there. You know what? Just in case, though, that'll make it hopefully obvious enough. So, for now, what I need to do is I need to cut down trees, and I need to dig up dirt. But first, I should actually take care of the grass clearing, because... Right, I have a knife on me. A knife for cutting grass, okay? I was like, after I said that, I'm like, somebody's gonna take that out of context. Hold on. Because cutting grass with a knife is one of the only ways that I know of to get straw. And straw is good for ranching Pokemon. So, yeah, also, Grace, don't get in the way of the knife, please. Don't do it. I know realistically I can't hurt you, but like, come on. I still wish there were better odds when it comes to getting the straw, but oh well, what you gonna do? Also, golly, do I have my work cut out for me? Okay, actually. As a marker for where I do and don't need to be concerned with, you know what, let's do this the other way around. Let's make a poll saying like, hey, here's good. Over here is almost fine. But that said, I'm still going to need to clear out a little bit of grass. Okay. On today's episode of Minecraft Landscaping, okay. I might need more dirt. Might. We'll see. We're probably gonna need more dirt, never mind. Thought about it a little more and... I thought about it a little more and I'm like, no, I'm probably gonna need more dirt. On the bright side, I can just buy more, so that's helpful. Because even though I can just dig for more, it's like, do I really, like, do I, one, want to take the time to, and two, do I want to take it from somewhere else in order to fill in this area? Not necessarily, really. Okay. So that's one section kinda done. You know what, let's put the toolbox away, move that over, There. Good. Even though I know that the leaves aren't gonna give me any straw, I'm still just like, why not at this rate? Okay. A little bit of progress in my life, a little bit of shovel by my side. I don't know what I'm doing with this song. This bit is going a bit too long. There we go. Now, gonna want to clear out this area, that little hill. There's a divot here that needs to be filled in, but other than that, it should be pretty cut and dry. So you know what, first let's take care of this hill. First we're gonna degrass it. That way when I come through, just going absolute ham with the shovel, I'm not gonna be missing out on any straw. Okay. That'll probably be fine. Now... Hi there, Mareep. Don't mind me. I'm just coming into your natural habitat and changing it for my own purposes. The Mareep looks at me dead in the eyes, calls me a capitalist, and pees on my shoe or something. Also, actually... Okay, yeah, there's a little bit more that I need to take care of there, but simple problem, simple solution. right on the cusp. Okay. But you know what? We're gonna smooth that out as well, just in case. Now... You know, there was a time where I was like, man, why would I upgrade my shovel? And then I started terraforming to put down buildings, and I'm like, you know what? Never mind. I'm 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 upgrading my shovel, so this is easier. I can't wait to just get rid of this snow that I'm not going to use. But, okay, we are making some good progress there. Also, thinking about it, how the game was like, oh yeah, if you want to, you can spawn a squid to milk for ink sacs. And I'm just like, clearly I can't keep them on land. So I'm just like, but I need to make a kind of a little pond for them to swim around in? I would imagine so, but I can't say that I'm perfectly clear on that. At the end of the day, I can figure it out as I go. It's not gonna be anything too crazy, I imagine. It's just it's a squid. Okay. It's a little patchy, but for the most part, pretty good. Now that that section is cleaned out, we are going to want to kind of fill in some of the cracks. Okay, very good, very, very good. We're going to take care of the grass up until about here. A little bit further out, just for the fun of it, and because I want more straw. I always want more straw. Me just casually looking over to make sure, is my mic on? My microphone is on. Good. Smash cut to Estinian coming in here. Oh, sorry. By the way, we can't hear you at all. And I'm like, I can see the meters on OBS. What do you mean? Okay, so right about here, let's just fill in this line to make it nice and obvious for myself. Yes, okay. Fill in the little gap. Kind of working my way up like we're pouring in cement. Except, you know, it's dirt. It's all dirt. It's always been dirt. More and more dirt than you can handle. It's all just dirt. Always has been. I don't know, I also just like the punctuation of dirt. Also, let's see. Grace went from like 57, 58% friendship to 62. Progress. We love to see it. Okay, and there. We might be good. That went a bit faster than I expected it to, really. Yeah. I can't see any reason to not just hit the button. Yeah, I think we're golden. Alright, let's rock. Grace, step back out with me, please. Thank you. And Build. Never mind. That's right. I need to take down this little pillar here. But now we're good. Now everything should be fine. Okay. Grace, please follow me out again. Thank you. Okay. Build for real. So much that the game lags. Excellent. Look at all the space we have here for activities. And we even have a Weedle in here for some reason. Oh wait, actually, hello. Oh, and we even have an attic for storage, should we decide to use it for such. Perfect. Alright, now... Oh, hello. I have been away from the farm for a hot second, so let me make sure to pull up everything. Everything that's mature, I should say. Also, I love I broke a pebble, and it's like, yeah, you want to hold on to that, right? And I'm like, can I use it for anything in the game? It's like, no! It's just gonna eat up inventory space. And then I'm like, no then! What do you think if I want to hold on to something useless? No, I don't want to hold on to something useless. You've got to be absolutely mad. Also, hello. What I can do with all of that ginger I just pulled up is I can feed 3 of it into the seed maker, and I can get gold tier seeds. Let me put away all of that dirt, throw away more snowballs, throw away the twigs even at this point. And then this stuff can go in there. The straw can go in there as well, because I definitely want to hold on to that, that's for sure. Okay, now... nab all of these I almost said radishes. Turnips. I can harvest all of the turnips that are definitely not radishes. Oh, and the day rolled over, so I technically got the gold tier seeds already. Awesome. You know what? I'll take it. I'm happy to take it. The Cobblemon berries, I don't really need those, so I'll tuck those into the machine. These over here are now mature, so I can harvest these. Excellent. I can put the stuff that needs to be turned into preserves in here. Cabbage can't be made into preserves. Ginger can. Golly. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say anything about your mother. I was just kind of making random japes. I'm sorry. Okay. Nah, hold on to the moss berries. Those I can turn into wine. All this ginger can be made into preserves. Am I missing anything? Not at the moment, but that being said, we are still starting to run low on stuff I can preserve. Huh. You know what? This is probably not optimal, but for the sake of just having stuff that I can really easily have going in the background, yeah, I'll just do that. At this rate, I am probably going to want to go back into the mines just to get Sparkstone, though, because, oh boy, we're chewing through the stuff. Which, frankly, with all the stuff I have around that one hopper, isn't the most surprising, but it's still something I want to tend to. Want to make sure that's well taken care of. Third thing here. God, I'm also so glad that, like, I'm gonna admit, I was kind of poking around a friend's place in here, and I saw they were using ice Pokemon, and I'm like, what do you mean using ice Pokemon? Welcome back from ads. Welcome back from ads, Estonian. I saw my friend was using ice Pokemon, and I'm like, what do ice Pokemon do again? Oh yeah, they just duplicate gems. Oh. Oh. So you stole their Pokemon. No. I would never. Who would do such a thing? That sounds like something that somebody who's evil would do. But I did, like, just take note, and I was like, okay, I'll use Ice Pokemon myself, and now, if I really want to, I can even duplicate diamonds. So, cool. It takes time, but cool. I knew you were Team Rocket. I didn't confirm or deny anything. I just said that I didn't take them. I think. Jarvis, play the tape back. Oh my god. Okay, I haven't maxed out, or not maxed out, but I haven't completed any of these challenges yet, have I? No, I have not. Okay. But I need to get, let's just say like 2 chickens to start out with. And then we're also going to get 2 cows. Pigs, rabbits, goats. Like, whatever. Actually. Huh. You know, I'm curious. How does this whole thing work exactly? Because I don't know. Oh, wait. Oh, they're extensions of the same area. Oh. Okay, so it's technically more like 4 areas, but still, whatever. Let's start by putting down the cows. Okay. And I need to actually get them food because I spaced on doing that. Do I need to buy their food in stacks? No. Am I going to? Yes. Are you kidding me? Oh, quest completed. Raising animals. Okay, hold on. Farm animals require animal feed. Feeding trough. Okay. Does this for you? Okay, yeah, Pet names. Sure. Affection. Cramped conditions where more than 6 or so animals are walled in or packed together will make them lose happiness. Okay. Just give me all the name tags. I don't care. So I'm gonna need to get a milk pail, which that's cheap. I can definitely do that. But somebody call Staples because that was easy. Meanwhile, I'm just like, which menu was it? Uh-oh. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, I can use a mood scanner, but whatever. I'm going to assume... Oh, chicken nest. Collects eggs laid by chicken. Okay. I'm sure that I can have a system that takes care of things somewhat automatically at some point, but right now, I don't know what that is. So I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. Good, very good. Cow needs rest. Cow needs rest. Sounds good to me, I think. Throw these in there. We're even gonna be totally even about how much the feed gets distributed. I'll actually. Okay. It's trying to use this candied animal feed, which increases affection by a full heart, but oh well. I don't need to worry about it at the moment. I don't need to worry about it. Put down the chickens. As in, we'll put them on the ground. We're not putting down the chickens that way. Listen. Okay. Wait, where'd the other one go? There you go. Hi. Okay, so let's think of some names. I thought of Gary earlier, so we're using Gary. Let's go with an L name. Louise. I could have just gone with Lou, maybe, but meh. We'll say Mary and Frank. I didn't want a snowball, but thank you, game. Frank. There. Da, 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 da. Jen, if you stay up later on a work night, you get extra free time, right? No consequences? I don't know about that. I don't think that's how that works. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's how that works. Either way, hi human, welcome in. I hope you're having a good night and it's good to see you. God. That almost sounds like my level of copium. How did you get in here? Clink, how did you get in here? I was playing TF2. Oh boy. Now that is what I call classic. Clink, I'm sorry to say. You must learn that your actions have consequences. There we go. Also, I need to pull Grace back out. There we go. Still at 62%. Okay. But like, oh man, the amount of time that I've spent on TF2. Hold on, actually, I wonder. Man, I spent almost 200 hours on that game, which is a little surprising. Somehow I thought it was more. You know what? Let me actually pull out all the Sparkstone that I can, just so I can throw it in that hopper and not have to worry about it quite as much. I also don't know why I'm so fickle about the doors. It's not like there's anybody else here. There's any reason for me to kind of watch over that, but oh well. Okay, let me put these gold tier seeds in there. Blaze rods I don't need. The same with that magma rotten flesh. Just dump that stuff in there. And you know what I haven't thought about for a hot second? The fish ponds over here want something as a quest in order to increase the amount of space that they have and the amount of row they produce, and etc, etc, etc. Alpine poppy. Okay. I'm going to guess that those are in the Alps or something. Truffles, I could work towards that, but I don't know. And then nettle tea. I need wild nettle, which I don't know where that is. But, okay, let me see. Let's go on a little side quest. I need alpine areas. Okay. I don't know what I'm looking for, man. So we need to be in like some kind of mountainous area, I would think. But I don't know. Also, Soul Sand Valley in the Nether, okay. I was like, what's that about? Alright, you know what? Hold on. Should I do it this way? Maybe not. But am I going to? Yes. Minecraft Alpine Poppy. I forgot the why, but that's fine. That's not... There we go. Okay. This is what I was after. Except it's not. I don't want regular poppy, I want alpine poppy. Okay, it might be... Nope, this is a website for the actual plant. I want... Okay, you know what? This is getting me nowhere fast. Also, actually, I had never known how to make enriched bone meal. And now I have an idea. Grace, I need you to level up faster so you can give me fangs that I can use to threaten the fish to not make me need to do this stuff. Because, oh my god, I don't want to have to deal with it. If I can get away without needing to go exploring somewhere, just like in the middle of nowhere, and I can't even find where I'm supposed to go, it's like, okay, come on. You know what? Let's try the wiki. Just in case. Alpine poppy. Okay. So it turns out that some of these fish actually produce alpine poppy, which is helpful, I think. I swear to God. And some of them also produce nettle tea, which is, you know, one of the other things that I need. Where's your adventuring spirit? That's a great question, man. I don't know. I don't think I ever had it. Okay, so one of those was bluegill, and I think I need nettle tea to increase the amount of bluegill that I can have. Okay, we're putting that off for now. Whatever. At this point, I give up. I didn't mean to put that away just now. Here we go. Okay. Pull out all of the cabbage. I just want to put away the berries and things. We'll put my quick balls away, and we'll put the milk pail away because I'm not going to be using either of those for a hot second. Pine tar, that can go in there as well. These two things can go back in the backpack. The rindo berries can go in there. Which also reminds me, I still need to play more Neo The World Ends With You, but one thing at a time. We'll put these in there, and these in there. I need more stuff to preserve, man. I'm starting to run out. Not by the biggest amount, but I still need more stuff to preserve. But in the meantime, I can sell off a bunch of the stuff that I do have. And you know, maybe I should look into the good diet of salted meat and pickled vegetables. You know what? If it ain't broke. I'll let that run. Wait, actually, no, I can put more in there, which, good. Oh, right. I also want to get the crystallarium to be making more jade. Okay. I think in order for me to do automatic farming, if I really wanted to do that, which I kinda do, I'm going to need mechanical farming, I believe. I fear. Let me see, actually. Water wheels are the cheapest degree of power, sure, long distance power, sure, okay. Trains, pipes, alloys, auto tapping, that sounds nice. We're gonna get there when we get there because I am nowhere close. Mechanical drill, mechanical harvester. Okay. So in order to get that, I'm going to need to do a lot of work. Automated metals. Lead and silver can be automated. Using a chemical varnish? What? I'm not even going to consider that right now. I'm going to take this one step at a time because completing the boiler room will give you the blueprints for mechanical power. Okay. Create is not required for progression, but we're going to look into it. Okay, the boiler room, huh? Okay. I can definitely get all of those. No, we'll pin that even. Spirit orbs, I'm low on those. Wither skeleton skulls, I don't even... Only 3 required for bundle completion. Okay, that is not as bad. All of these, whatever the heck they are, I'm just going to pull out a bunch of random things and we can kind of play it by ear from there, but... Completing the boiler room gives you the kinetic blueprint. Allows you to craft power sources for the create mod, allowing you to fully automate your farm. Okay. So, to start out with, we'll put the sparkstone away because I'm not using it. We'll put the arrows away because I'm not using the bow right now. The knife away, same thing. The shovel and the axe, whatever. Okay. I need an earth crystal, a frozen tear, and a fire quartz. And I need to wait for the server to catch up because it is lagging a little bit at the moment. Give it a second. And another cell. Oh, uh-oh. That's why my computer lost connection. Well, that's never fun. Just up and losing connection. I love the ISPs. I say, sarcasm dripping from my very soul, like nothing happened. It was just an unofficial break. That's all. That's all that was. Definitely. Either way, welcome back, everybody. I hope... Okay, I'm going to try to just recollect myself emotionally. Because that's never fun. Just feeling like, okay, yeah, I have a good grasp of what's going on right now. I feel like we're in a good flow, and we're out. Uh-oh. But, okay. We're just working on the boiler room stuff right now. I understand so little of all of that. Spirit orbs, I accidentally used a bunch of those, so I don't think I'm going to have the easiest time with that, but I don't have any skulls either, save for one random skeleton skull somehow, but okay, that's fine. Put that away, put that away, put that away, put that away. Sell these because I don't care for them. Okay. Now, I only have 2 spirit orbs at the moment. But, whatever. Rotten flesh and bones. I have plenty of bones, and I have plenty of rotten flesh. That is excellent. Now, I know I probably can't craft spirit orbs, but I can find them in the mystery mine. And for that, I need to feed a ghost-type Pokemon Uncommon berries at the least. Doublade is my current... Okay. Why did you just have emeralds instead of working? Okay. Alright. You have berries, good. Wiki berries are uncommon berries, if I recall correctly. Uncommon berries, excellent. Okay. Doublade, please just get back in there and help me get more spirit orbs. Because after that, I am a little bit irate. A little irritated, a little rubbed the wrong way. A little worse for wear. But we're good. We're staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. Okay. Now for the choice item thing, that is going to be obnoxious because I need to figure out what it actually wants, and that is no easy feat. Okay, actually, I will pull out the Eviolite and the Firestone because those are items that belong in the Pokemon thing. The Pokemon chest, not in here. Same with that. A singular purple corn and a single silver broccoli. Why not? Okay. That we might need. That is a Pokemon item. That's a Pokemon item. Yeah, this is gonna take a second. Anything that looks particularly gem-like. That is what I am looking for. And that is what I may have a hard time finding. None of that, weirdly enough. Pure obsidian, that's also not what I need. Remedy, that's a Pokemon thing. That's a Pokemon thing. The TMs are an exception. I want to leave those in there. A singular strawberry, why not? I'll pull that out. And now some of these, I think, might be what I need. I love it when my gut just decides to, like, moan at me. I don't know why it does that, but it does. The gems I will leave in there. But... yeah, don't mind the sniffer eggs. Even I don't know what those are about. Okay, do I have any of those? No. Do I have any of these? Yes. Okay, do I have any of those? No. Do I have any of these? Yes. Do I... oh, I only needed 3. Okay. You know what? I'll take it. Beautiful. That doesn't go in there. That goes in there. This goes in somewhere, I guess. Okay. All of this can go back in. The jade, I will do something with that later. Okay. These can go in there. That in there, that in there, that in there, that in there. Howdy do, friend. Howdy do, friend. Welcome in, Ryu. How goes the Pokemon? It goes nice. I'm still very... well, I was about to say very hard at work. I wouldn't exactly call this work, but... so you've seen my area before. You've seen that I've set up a shed that is rife with preserves, of which I have many. I would have rated the mix-up was being stinky, and I couldn't see any channel except Games Done Quick. Fair enough, no worries. Thank you for the thought, even. But I just set up a barn, and I have very little experience in running a barn. Also, like, again, don't worry about it, because, my internet went down for a minute there, so... Whee! I'm still a little bit frazzled. But we're not gonna worry about it too much. Also, actually, hold on. Farm building, yes. Okay, good. Chicken nest that I can now just lay down, and hopefully they are going to put their eggs there instead of, you know, anywhere else. Also, actually, I wonder, can I craft those, or... Yes, I can, and it's not the worst. It's not great, but it's not the worst. Okay. So, also, Ryu, thank you again for just popping in and saying hi. I hope that the rest of your stream went well. I'm sorry, I'm just all over the place right now, man. the internet going down and then needing to try to sign into my ISP was... I'm frazzled. I'm very frazzled right now, but... Just pew-pewing in some anime game? Yeah, I did peek over and I saw you were playing Stranova, and I'm like, hey! Just out of, like, recognition of that being like, oh, I'm aware of that game. I understand, yeah. I know of anybody you would, like, ugh. Go touch a metal pole to get rid of that static shock. You know, I'll try that. It might not work, but I'll try that. You know what? Hold on, for the bit, hold on. I don't know if that worked. I don't know if that worked, man. Maybe it helped, maybe it made it worse, I don't even know. Watching your model freak out was worth it. Excellent, yes. Oh god, there is always something a little funny about that exact thing. Just going anywhere and everywhere. So, Grace, meet Grace. I'll let you two, hit it off. Which reminds me, actually, I did have a, little hiccup of a similar vein the other day, and I wonder if it's still there. Because if it is... Oh, if it is... Also, actually... Nah, those aren't growing. Oh well, that's fine. We're gonna go to spawn real quick, and then if I recall, it was back here somewhere. No, it was over here. Okay. So what happened was, I was trying to, from open mouth to... So the reason why I wanted to check over here out was because I had my boy, my Jolteon Taka, just trying to fight some Pokemon that was in the water, and then I had a connection reset error or something. And then I re-logged in, and was just stuck there having a stare-off. Which was, you know, a little awkward, but I've seen more awkward than that. For example, me in high school, but wow, wow, wow. Why are you guys here? Why do you tolerate this level of humor? I pull from the bottom of the barrel of comedy, and then somebody out in the crowd is just like, this is what we're here for. Tell another one, funny anime. Don't worry, we match it. You know what? Fair and valid. Oh my god. You know what? It might not be perfect, but what I'm going to do... This is just me thinking out loud again. But I might go ahead and add some more Cobblemon berries into the preserves. Because, again, those are starting to run low, and I'm like, ugh. Uh-oh. As they say, chat reflects the streamer, and streamer reflects the chat. Yeah, you got a point there. Want to chuck these in there just for the fun of it. And there. Okay. So we're still good for the time being. But we still got a ways to go. You know, as like a buffer, that might be a good idea. Also, I'll take out these mossberries. Why? Because I want them, that's why. Let's just say 2 stacks of the largest number of berries that I happen to have, and then that'll be good to start out with. I would ask what you're doing in here, but I don't want to know what you're doing in here. I know what you are. Ugh. I don't know why I'm out here giving Lopunny shade, but you know what? Why not? What's she gonna do? Smother me in those thighs? I think not. We'll leave those mossberries there. Why not? Why not? I will take the maple syrup that we happen to have here. The sap can be put back into the machine. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I'm overthinking. Jen, say something new. I'm underthinking? Audible gasp. The crowd goes silent. Everyone starts pulling out their phones like, are they okay? Is everything going okay with Jen? They're underthinking. That never happens. Jen, underthinking? In this economy? What do you mean? God, you doing a posture check, and just as I'm like for the bit hunching over. It's like you knew. But thank you for the posture check. Oh, God. You love to see it, though. You love to see it. I think I can afford to leave, like, half the glowberries there. It shouldn't be much of a problem. The rest of these glowberries can go in there, and I'm always watching. Oh yeah? What hand sign am I holding up right now? I'll give you a hint. It's a very nerdy hand sign. The Naruto one. Ha ha ha! You were wrong. I'll give you another hint. It has star in the title. Ba 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 ba. The reference, the franchise I'm referencing has star in the Star Shuriken. Yeah, close enough. Okay. Also, right, I need to pull Grace back out again. Oh, I keep forgetting. Ooh, how can I do this? Oh no, pre-rolls are off. Whatever shall I do? Why did I say it like that? Why did I say that in an overly sensual manner? Brain, what are you on? Oh, right, actually, you know, before that, real quick, I was like, what am I forgetting? I forgot to check if I can milk my cows. Hey, quest completed. Milk. And I even got strawberry milkshakes. And we all know my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I'd have to charge. Much like Stardew Animals, you gotta pet and feed them every day at 6 a.m. I'll hopefully get better about that. Hopefully. We're gonna see about that, though. Because, ooh. Also, I'm gonna try... Oh, wait. Huh. I didn't realize that the magic shears were something I could just buy, because, I'll admit, I went and actually made shears, which, I mean, hey, that's hardly the worst thing. It was just 2 iron, and God knows I have enough iron to go around, but... what am I thinking? Right. Shepherd. Magic shears. Cool. And then I get a skill book. Because I have put so little time into actually working on this. And I'm gonna be a maniac, and I'm going to go the gold coin route, because using a gold coin on a farm animal increases affection by 1 and makes it gain affection faster. I think I can handle that. I think I can handle that just fine. But... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh god, it's that time already, huh? Oh boy. I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna do a 2-minute ad break, and then we're gonna go until the pre-rolls run out on that. So, yeah. Because I need to make pasta. I need to do laundry. So, yeah. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna go up, stretch, hydrate. You guys should do the same. Do whatever you've got to do to take care of you. And boil your water while streaming. No. Thinking about it, I'm like, no. Take care of yourselves, enjoy the break, get around the ads however you see fit, and we'll be back in just 2 short minutes. And I'll see you then. Peace. Hello, everybody, and welcome back from the ads. Now, also, what's funny is we just hit the time that I normally take my medication, so I just did that. And recently I wound up picking up a bottle of gummy multivitamins. And man, the tiny gremlin temptation to just take a handful of those and just shove them down my gullet. But they're called one-a-days, not 10-a-days, you know? Jen, would you try CQQ Bananash? I don't know. Partly because I've never had sea cucumbers before, and secondly because I don't think I'm allergic to bananas. But whenever I would eat bananas when I was when I was but a lad, I would get this like weird tingling sensation like between my jaw and my ear, if that makes sense. Like if you draw a line between your jaw and your ear that as short as possible, right around there was where I would have that weird tingling sensation. It always felt weird. And also, but then you'll be good for 10 days. You won't need to have any vitamins for 10 whole days. I don't think that's how that works. I could be wrong. I am wrong fairly often, but I don't think that's how that works. And plus, I could also be wrong about this. You can, I think you can overdose on vitamins. You know what? I think I would like to not do that. So, no. I heard John Wiener the first time you said Johnny. Yeah, you ever just feel a tingling sensation between your jaw and your wiener? You know, you ever just bite into something and then you feel it tingling down under, and then you're just like, I don't know if I like or hate this. You sure can. Oh, wee. Oh, wahoo. Bonk. Yeah, I deserve that. Isn't that what the lead singer of Alice in Chains did? I have no idea. I am in no way a expert on any of that. But like, also Ryu, I'm sorry I still don't have a bonk command, but what I can do is I can say the one thing that I really, really ought to. And that's sorry. Yes, I'm also apologizing to Mushi, but I'm apologizing to you as well. Let's see here. I need to make a cheese machine, don't I? Let me do that, actually. Artisan cheese press. Actually, perfect. Dead easy. Don't even have to think about it. Me just playing around with the hook. And 1 and a 2. Just that easy. Okay. Now, what I want to do... Do I or do I not go on a dungeon run? Okay, I still have plenty of Sparkstone for now. Um, F it. Let's crack open these relic troves that I have, which... Let's see if it's anything helpful. Roller skates. And another wool mitten. I guess. Roller skates. What are those like? Acceleration. All blocks become slippery for the wearer. No thank you. You know what? That can be nice, but I'm gonna say no thank you. That's a little too situational for my liking, so hard pass. Oh, right. I'm carrying mayonnaise that I want to deposit. So I should deposit it. Hmm. You know what? Yeah, let's go on a dungeon run after this. First, I want to bully the snot out of low kicks again, because of course I do. Also, what do you mean the raid Pokemon will come out with this many nearby Pokemon? There are no other Pokemon here except for Grace. And Grace wasn't even here a second ago. What? Are you mad? Are you positively loony? There we go. Now then. Good. Oh, wait. Oh my god. Low kicks tried to bounce, crashed into the ground, and then he got flamethrowered. Beautiful. Oh, you'll love to see it. Okay. It is already go time. So, put that there, put that there. This, that, this. Where is... Where's my escape? There's my escape rope. Okay. Am I forgetting anything? I think not. Right, I wanted to have quick balls on my hotbar as a just in case. Now, let us go on a quick little cave dive. What's the worst that could happen, I say, tempting fate. While we're here, we ought to try to gather up more spark stones, though. I have plenty. I could definitely use more. Especially with the scale at which I want to run things. Ah, boy. I'm also so looking forward to when I eventually get to have mastery levels. Because then all this XP that I'm gathering can hopefully, you know, be used for something again, instead of just being like, oh, you got a number. Great, thank you. I really needed that. I think. Maybe not. Who's to say, really? Shoot. I stopped paying attention. Is it over here? Nope, that is not where the exit is. You see, this is exactly why I always build a pillar where I'm supposed to go, and there it is. Okay, now I see it. Because I know for a fact, when I start running my mouth and I get a little bit distracted, I will just lose the plot. I will just go, where am I going? I know that I'm trying to get down, but where is down exactly? I'm just slowly morphing into John Mulaney impression for no reason. Hey. I see you over there. There are regular mobs with the Pokemon? What is this, a mod? Maybe. I'll never tell. That was just lead. That's not Sparkstone. More lead, uh-huh. Ah, an immortal, quote-unquote. Get down can refer to dancing as well, so perhaps if you need to break it down, you can find where you need to go. You know what? Maybe everything can be solved through dance. Maybe High School Musical is onto something. Maybe we all are in this together. Ah, God. I don't know why I love to keep ragging on High School Musical, but hey, you know what? If it ain't broke, I'm not fighting that blaze right now. I just don't want to. I don't see the need. But what I do have is the need for speed. I am the most wanted, and I am underground. I can feel the heat. 4th title here. Oh, hey, Sparkstone. Okay. Alright. That is not Sparkstone, I do not care. It needs to be one of 3 things. It needs to be diamonds, it needs to be iridium, or it needs to be Sparkstone. Otherwise, I am running right past it. Unless we get stuck in, like, one of the nether levels and I just wind up farming bismuth, because bismuth is also very handy. Because I need that in order to make, iridium ingots. I've got plenty of scrap. I just need the bismuth. Okay, nothing of note to be seen, except for some Sparkstone. Oh, okay. It looked like that creeper just exploded with Pokemon. Alright. You know what? Why not? Kind of freaky, though. Fighting with people inside of you? Oh my. Oh hey, diamonds. Awesome. I should also be getting more geodes. Geodes are also very handy to be able to crack open and get whatever free little pieces of loot happen to be hiding within. Wow, that worked out beautifully. Hello. 2:00 p.m. in game. Okay. Have another, like, what, 14 hours in game to dive as deep as I can. I feel like there's a dirty joke in there, but it's easier to make that joke if I said to go as deep as I can. Hello. Gladly taking the iridium. Can never have enough of it. Oh, wait, hold on. It'd be easier for me to take it if I could, you know, take it. Also, I never pulled out my arrows. There we go. Be nice if my bow actually had ammunition. It's a nice to have, not a need to have, you know. You can always fight with your bow without needing arrows. You're just, bashing people upside the head with a bow weapon when you have a diamond sword right there. Which, that makes perfect sense. As if my voice dripping with sarcasm wasn't clear enough. Oh man, I really ought to also upgrade my sword, come to think. Many, many things must be done. Also, I'm not gonna lie, once I get the upgrade of my sword, and maybe once I upgrade some of my tools, I'm not sure, I'm gonna be going for like the one above that, which is like the Armeaugeddon, or whatever it was. And I'm not gonna lie, part of me is excited for it just for the fact that I'm gonna get cat ears. Which, yes, I know that my ears I have on right now are already cat adjacent, and I'm like, you know what? No, I want the one that's explicitly cat ears. No. You can't stop me. You also can't stop me from eating, because, golly, I was not doing well for a second there. Okay, my inventory is still pretty clear, all things considered. I guess I can take some of that. Ow. Okay, fine. Be that way. There's the exit that I set up. Make sure to eat. Oh, fine. Do I need the adventuring experience? No, I don't. Am I going to do it anyway? I guess I am. Okay. The one block of Sparkstone. I guess I'll nab that real quick. And it's gone. Okay, well, that was a waste. Oh, well. Oh, that is not a geode. That was a Pokeball. I just saw red and I was like, why not? Uh-huh, yes, you're shooting me. I understand completely. Okay, it's 650. Very good. Okay, come on. Okay, now you're just being rude. I don't care, Phantom. Let me kill you. Thank you. Oh, hi. I was just like ever so slightly out of range of that one guy, and I come plummeting back down to earth, and he's like, ah, yes, my chance! Just for me to immediately lob his head off like I was snapping a twig. And I was like, oh, sorry. Actually, no, I'm lying. I'm not sorry. Better luck next life. God, I love that for some reason, like, one of my default cocky voices that I go to is just Zap Brannigan from Futurama. Zap Brannigan, Captain's log. I've gotten lost in the mines again. There are burned and blazes everywhere. Creepers galore. I might die here. Oh well. What a way to go, am I right? Ba. You know, I also forget what exactly silver is used for, but I should probably be collecting a good amount of that as well. Just in case. You know. Oh, a geode, hello. Phantom, I don't care for your sass. Ooh, Mining Monthly, my favorite. I still don't care for your sass. I almost said Phantom, and then I decided not to. And the result was me making a sentence that sounded more like a question. I don't care for your sass? Phantom, I think you're being kind of annoying? No, I'm just doing an impression of this one character from an anime called My Bride is a Mermaid, where there's this guy who's like a Yakuza member who's going to this one school. He's like going undercover as a PE coach. And he's like, I want you to run 30 laps? Your times are pathetic? I don't think he says either of those things, but you know what? We can imagine. God, I appreciate the fact that when I'm on fire, I'm my own light source. Like, hello? Did I expect it? No. Is it a nice detail? Very. You're telling me you only did 30 laps in 10 minutes? That's pathetic. I want you to drop and give me 20? God, like I also just love how that's it has the same inquisitive nature as like the Valley Girl accent. I want you to do 20 burpees? Like, oh my god, I want you to drop and give me 20? Like, I want you to drop and give me 20? Like, oh my god. Oh hey, regular Ponyta instead of Galarian Ponyta. You know what? Getting the ball? Huh? Nice. You love to see it. Let's see here. Phantom, please perish. Thank you. Have a nice day. Ooh, hello, Sparkstone. Meanwhile, I'm just like, oh, what was that voice? Oh, I just accidentally did, like, somewhat off Zoidberg. Why not Zoidberg? The president is choking on my gas bladder. What an honor. I don't even know the context behind that quote. I just heard it regurgitated a few times and I'm like, I guess that's just in my brain now. Oh, hi. How are you? Don't answer that. Oh, this is a level that I don't have a way down marked, do I? And I never got that diamond. On today's episode of Get That Diamond, I've also been just mashing any and every key I can. My god, it's a miracle that I haven't dropped anything yet. Well, I went and hit Q and I dropped my most valuable item. Oh well. It's happened more than once. It's happened several times, in fact. And yet, I never learn. I never, ever learn. Okay. We only got a few minutes before the day is up and I need to hardcore bail. So let's see if I can find another path down. No, it wouldn't be there. Okay, you know what? You. Are you done? I know you're not. That was a rhetorical question. However, I still win. F you. Also, golly. Alright, you know what? There. Where is a way down? I would love to know. Please tell me. I've become so lost, I can't see you there beneath the ground. Yes, I'm unaware. B minus. I got the rhyme scheme, needs work. And somebody's gonna be like, no, you should have given yourself a higher grade. And I'm like, no. Just no. A B plus was, a B minus was me actually being generous to myself. Oh god, it's 5 a.m. Oh god, it's 5 a.m. Get me out of here. Get me out of here now. Phew! No, it's 19. Listen. It was 5 p.m. or a.m. in game, okay? Also, actually, I completed something. Oh, right. Level up 75 Pokemon. What was it? Right. You want to get out before 5:50. That's right. Okay. Still, I'm glad that I got out when I did. Also, this escape rope has very little durability left. Yipes. Well, I need another escape rope. There we go. Also, recipes for farming rope. Okay, if I really wanted to, I could try to gather straw, but... Okay. So let's put away the stuff that I can. Put these away in there. Put these away. Well, I'm not putting that away in there per se, but... Oh, a Dawnstone. I don't know what Pokemon take that. But I'm glad to have that. I'm also glad to have more prismatic shards. Those you can never get enough of. The post-raid high of sorting your inventory. You know what? After this, let us, go ahead and crack open some of those geodes that I found. Why not, right? Why not? Actually, I think that was most of it, if not all of it. Phantom membrane I need to get rid of. The pristine sandstone slate, same thing. But yeah. Oh, that was everything I found. Perfect. So then, let's crack some geodes. Let's just crack all of them. I don't have a single stack's worth in any of them, but meh. Nothing quite like just a little rain of items. Also. There. And nope. I want to put that there. Good. And yep, and yep. Okay. Another wool mitten. As if I didn't already have two of them. Like, I don't even really like them all that much. They're only useful in the winter, and they're only for snow, and I don't care for the snow. Okay. Man. Oh well. Also, man, I've been playing this game all at night. Okay. Somebody come take away my comedy license. But seriously now. Okay, so I have some more gardening to do. And luckily, a very open inventory. Cauliflower, turnips, strawberries, oh my. Turnips, turnips. I got turnips, but they don't. They're plants. They have no nips. I'm just gonna go ahead and add that to the counter. uh, why do I find that one so funny? Like, what is wrong with me? Okay, okay. Bring it, hold it together, me. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Okay. Need to gather all of these berries to shove in the computer. By the way, don't go shoving berries in your computer. Chances are it's not going to make it go any faster. It'll probably do the opposite. Okay, I think that's all of them, except for one. There we go. Good. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. Ignore the fact that I should have uh-huh a few more times, but don't worry about it. It's not important. None of this is important. Okay. That's not bad, but I am running out of stuff to preserve again. Man. That's not gonna get old for me for a while, is it? Okay, and a few little doodads to shove in there. Good. You know what? I think it's time. Oh, well, first. There. Good. Pieces of cheese. Actually, I wonder. Aside from, like, cooking, what else can I actually do with this? Not a lot. Never mind. That's fine. Makeup. I should put a little makeup. Table. Table. You wanted to. I love that streaming is just an excuse for me to not be ashamed of my vocal stems. Like, for a little while, I would just be in my place at, like, 3 a.m. going, ha-pa, ha-ka-ta-pa-pa, ha-pa-pa-pa, ha-ka-pa-ka-pa-pa-ka-pa-pa, ha, ha-ka-pa-pa-pa. Yeah, because no sane person would be doing heckin' Dogs of Wisdom all alone in their kitchen with headphones on, already listening to something. And then there's me. Oh god, meanwhile I'm just ever so subtly broadcasting how influential Jeff Dunham was on my sense of humor. Because that is very much a Jeff Dunham-ism. Of just being like, there's everybody else, and then there's me. Just the sun drop. Also, I love that mayonnaise canonically. Canonically? Okay. What am I, from Boston? Gonna go pack, can't have it yet? Alright. I love that mayonnaise canonically causes nausea. I know at least one person who claims to eat it by the spoonful. So I wonder how they would feel about that. But you know what? We're not gonna worry about it. Oh man, is that funny to me though. You know what I ought to do actually? I wonder, Grace. You know what? I can still max out your HP EVs. I really ought to do that. Oops. Okay, I do have a good amount of sun drops on me, and you know what? Out of just sheer why not? Every time that I say why not, I think, like the Pokemon? And I'm like, shut up, me. I'm trying to make a point right now. I'm just gonna cash out all my sun drops. And I'm going to absolutely send Grace's HP to the moon. Because I don't care. But first, I need to fight Lokix again. 11 worth of gold, 115 worth of goods sold. I was gonna be like, wow, a whole 11 coins. Man, I could buy anything with that. You know, if you multiply it enough times. I love that the AI on this is ever so slightly borked. Because, man, the sheer number of times that Lokix has used first impression on any turn that is not its first turn. Because first impression only works on your first turn. If you send the HP to the moon, and how will any be left for Gabe? I haven't thought that far. Also, sadly, that is about where we're gonna have to call it. because ads are up and I need to get dinner. It's almost 12:30 a.m. I gotta get dinner. But first, what is that? Like 5? Shoot. Oh, yeah, I should just get 10. What am I thinking? I should just get 10. There we go. Now, okay, and Grace should now be about maxed out on HP EVs. Almost. Technically, it goes up to 252, but we're gonna say that's good enough. Now, IVs also play a factor, huh? Okay. Can I craft a HP bottle cap? HP, ruby. Beautiful. Okay. I know I have rubies. Case in point. And then all I need to do is, I don't think I have any bottle caps in here. But that's fine, because I have plenty of medallions that I can use to buy a bottle cap. Smack one with the other. Bada bing, bada boom. And then Grace, get bottle capped. So now, HP IVs are maxed out. HP EVs are basically maxed out. Perfect. Who are you and why are you on my garden's roof? Okay, you know what? I was not anticipating the GUI here, but I love it. Oh, man. I don't feel like I really want any of these, but it's funny that I can. Like if I could get TNT so cheap, and I could cause so many problems with that much TNT. But nope, we're not going there. We are not going there. So with all of that in mind, Grace's HP still isn't maxed out. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to level Grace. And we're going to level the snot out of her. Because F it, that's why. I want my ding-dang affection with her to go as high as possible so I get good drops. Also, do these go higher? No, they do not go higher. Okay. Well, Grace is now level 52. Grace is now level 60. Grace is now level 70. Grace is now level 74. I picked up a snowball. I threw a snowball. 5 out of 5 HP. All that's left is the friendship. And we are at 8. Oh, yeah, I didn't even have to count. I could have just hovered over. We're at 8 out of 10. All I need to worry about is leveling up friendship more, and beautiful. Whew. But for now, that is where I'm going to have to call it, because, again, I need chores, I need food. I gotta lock in on that for a bit. But, oh man, I love this game. Like, this has become like my, I want to escape from the world for a little bit, and I want to just chill and vibe with something. So I just pull up that game. Like, man. I always have such a nice time with it. I'm very, very glad to have that in my little repertoire. Let's see. I'm almost as a formality looking through people that are on, and I'm like, I don't know. Thanks for streaming now. Go do your chores, mister. Okay, I will. But I'm gonna do my little spiel first, and maybe a sap, and anyway. As always, thank you guys for hanging around. I hope to be able to stream more later this week, either Thursday or Friday, maybe over the weekend again. I don't know. Hopefully more Deathloop, maybe Warframe. Who's to say? Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift, and that's why they call it the present. And I'm gonna make my present be some plates of spaghetti. But again, just thank you, everybody. Thank you for talking, thank you for chatting, thank you for lurking, thank you for supporting me in each and any little way. Just, yeah. I always get to be such a sap. I'm just gonna move on. I don't know. Take care of yourselves. If you're dealing with the heat, stay cool. If you feel like you're not, stay cool anyway. I don't know. I'm trying to be funny and quirky, but my brain is losing function at an alarming rate. Take care of yourselves, have a great one, and as always, stay wonderful. Peace out. And yes, I did a little hand wave there. I did like my waving emote, but don't worry about it. I don't know. I know you can't see me. I know you can't see my hands, but I did it anyway. But it doesn't matter. Bye.